You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
We begin in Fremont County, where authorities are investigating a double homicide from Saturday afternoon. The victims have yet to be identified. Good evening, Wyoming. I'm Taylor Wirtz.
And I'm David Furtado. The two victims were found in a home just down the road from City Park. And as K2's Bobby Fallon reports, very little information is known at this time.
Riverton police and other agencies are conducting interviews and seeking the public's help to solve the mystery stemming from Saturday afternoon. What happened at the 1100 block of East Main Street?
At approximately 12:34 in the afternoon, officers responded to a residence in the 1100 block of East Main for a report of two unresponsive subjects. Upon arrival, officers found a male and a female, both in their early 30s, to be deceased.
The Riverton Police Department is still investigating what exactly happened about the deaths of two individuals here on South 11th East and East Main Street, and more information will be coming out about the first homicide in Riverton in 2019. Other agencies also diving into the investigation.
Officers with the Fremont County Sheriff's Office have assisted us, as well as the Department of Criminal Investigation, the Riverton Police Department, and a few other agencies.
Police asking the public for any surveillance video or photos pointed at the streets in the area for the evening and night of January 4th. And police are indicating the public is not in danger.
At this point, it appears that it's an isolated incident, and at this point, there's no reason for us to believe that there's concern for the safety of others.
In Fremont County, Bobby Fallon, K2 News.
Thank you, Bobby. And federal prosecutors say fast food restaurants in southern Wyoming and northern Colorado are laundering hundreds of thousands of dollars in drug trafficking proceeds. One of the restaurants named in federal court documents is Rodolfo's Mexican Grill in Cheyenne. The owner of the restaurant, Hilario Montejano Ailman, says his bank accounts have not been used in drug money laundering. He also operates Viva El Taco in Colorado Springs. One of his bank accounts associated with that restaurant was also frozen by authorities, and he likewise denied that accounts used in the drug money laundering. Prosecutors filed forfeiture paperwork under seal in November, naming 13 defendants because the prosecutor's complaint is sealed. Specific allegations are not directly visible to the public. Among businesses implicated in the case are a Greeley, Colorado restaurant and at least 5 more restaurants in Colorado Springs.
Well, the Nicolason Art Museum hosted its Brunch and Bach event with the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra and Opera Wyoming. Guests came to listen to a quartet from the Wyoming Symphony play selections of classical and pop music while enjoying food and drink provided by Urban Bottle and Grant Street Grocery. The event features different ensembles from the symphony and is held once a month from January to April. The director of the museum says you don't have to be a culture vulture to appreciate Brunch and Bach.
And the Nick is not that kind of place. I think people get the idea if I go to the symphony, it's only going to be classical music, or if I go to the museum, it's going to be stuffy. And the Nick, I mean, right now we have folk art up, we have, photography. I mean, there's just lots of different art. And the music there is some classical, but there's also some pops. So, I think people need to give it a chance.
And the Wyoming Game and Fish Department reports another increase in hunting applications from both residents and non-residents last year. Game and Fish Director Scott Talbot says the hunting opportunities in Wyoming are sought after because of the high-quality wildlife, access, and experience with friends and family. Talbot says the agency thanks hunters for their support of Wyoming's wildlife conservation because they provide the bulk of Game and Fish's revenue from license sales. Many big game applications opened last Wednesday. All applications must be submitted online, and residents and non-residents can apply for elk, antelope, deer, spring turkey, bighorn sheep, moose, and mountain goat. The first deadline is January 31st for non-resident elk and resident and non-resident spring turkey.
Well, the David Street Station Ice Rink was opened all Sunday for a free skate. Skates and ice time were included in the offer. The event was a great way for Casper citizens to get a taste of the ice rink who either hadn't had the time or the bravery to lace up the skates for the first time.
This is my first time skating here.
So this would be my 4th time skating. It's really nice. Sometimes you might fall a few times, but I learned to get back up and you just have an amazing time.
Whatnot. It's really vitalizing the downtown area. It seems really to be energizing the place.